It's another political show, Nigeria political landscape. We're discussing today the very disturbing incidents of about 35 hostages that were murdered by kidnappers in Banga village, Kaura Namuda local government in Zamfara state. And with me to discuss that is Warifa Marcos. I'm still Afolabi. And Warif, I read this and I was really bothered because, in spite of the fact that they were able to pay the
The
ransom,
ransom.
they still ended up killing these innocent villagers. What are your early thoughts about this? Nigeria is just getting worse in terms of insecurity.
Well, let me start with this. May the souls of the departed rest in peace.
Yes, absolutely.
Um, well, I've been saying this. The government, they are not ready to tackle this banditry. Why? Because it's not affecting them directly. By
Yeah,
the time it affects maybe a senator or a governor or the family of these people, direct family, you see they will do something about it because it's not affecting them directly. That's why they are not doing anything. Even though to me they are not doing anything because every day you hear these days it's like Nigerian the cities lives of Nigerian citizens does not count.
it
That's
doesn't
why me
count
I've been
now.
I've been advocating for state police, even though we know that state police will still have some disadvantages, but the advantages will be more. Because when you have the state police, you can have division in every local government. You have your division when you have the state police, and when you have the state police, you can recruit these indigents, equip them, and they go into the villages, into forests, when they are well equipped, they can tackle this. And when you empower the state, the state police are well empowered, each state they can use what's it called? Aerial surveillance, like helicopter, what's it called, modern technology to fight this thing. But the federal government, I know they have their fear of this thing because by the time they approve the state police now, the federal police will be weakened. And with that, they will not have their power. They only have the control over the Nigerian military. So the best way to tackle this thing is until they go digital, full digital, and work with the indigenous, empower these people with good communication gadgets. You want to tell me that these people they did not make phone call to pay the ransom, that they can trace that call. After tracing it, that they can make security preparation. I know when they are doing security preparation, it's not everything that they need to come on air and tell the people for security reasons, for secrets. But at least we should see the results. Every day you hear that they've killed one Boko Haram leader, they've killed one bandit leader. We are not seeing the visuals, we are not seeing videos. It's just the audio, and they use I don't know what they call it, that they will zero in on the area. We want to see visuals. You should have your media team as you are going to war. You should have your media team that will be doing live coverage. Let people see it. I don't know that you are working. Not just coming on air and be telling us that they killed. See how they are killing people. After paying the ransom, they still went ahead to kill these people. And the government, all they do now is just to think about 2027 election and what's it called, coalition and this and that. They are not doing anything about security. If Nigeria is a country that is working well, I tell you, but this present government headed by President Bola Tinubu will never return because they are not doing anything serious about security. And once there is no security, it affects both the indigenous and the foreigners. How will people go to that place? Because if people that are coming to what's it called, coming to invest in the country or in the state, they might not just stay in the city. They go to these villages, maybe for animal farming, agricultural farming, and some other things, maybe timber or whatever. But they cannot go to those villages. Why? Because no security. So everything is just somehow. As far as I'm concerned, security is zero. Every day you hear the chief of defense staff, chief of army staff, chief of air staff. They'll just be talking to please. I don't know who they are saying it to please. Maybe they are saying it to please the president. Just killing people as if they are chicken. And again, these people they are terrorists. You hear they are bandits. You hear they are Boko Haram. You hear if federal government know they cannot battle these people, they should look for mercenaries. Look for mercenary, maybe from Russia, or from Israel. I know if by the time you go with Israel, they might look at it that is a religious something. But they should try and do something. This Boko Haram or bandits, whatever, they are not spirits. They are human being that lives in a soul, flesh and blood. They make phone call. They can trace this call and do some proper whatever to ambush to tackle these people. Comb those places. Use drone. Use modern technology. The whole
Yes,
thing is just
I quite agree
annoying.
with you, Warif. They are not tackling the problem the way they are supposed to, and it's so disturbing. 18 hostages were released, 17 women and a boy, while 38 others were killed. And those that were killed in the presence of the other hostages. Many of them are youth.
Just imagine
Youths that are supposed to be the
the
bedrock
trauma.
and the foundation of the future of this country. Pregnant women gave birth in captivity. Their newborns died due to poor conditions.
Just imagine.
A lot of them had been abducted since March 2025. It's so sad. And
Wow.
like you rightly mentioned, the government has to stop politicizing this thing and take the bull by the horn. They need to create some
Yeah.
kind of like a task force. And when it comes to creating a task force, they must make sure that the composition of that task force is not just Hausa and Fulani, so there won't be ethnic bias. There should be
Yes.
there should be people from other tribes so that they can tackle it head on and there won't be any kind of favoritism
And they should be
or
well
ethnic
equipped.
bias.
Equipped these people. Well
Yes, like
equipped.
you said, take the use of technology,
Well equipped.
drones, satellite communication systems, monitoring to locate bandits. The problem is the topography and the environment where these people stay. It's a large expanse of land with a lot of forest and bush. So policing and surveillance is very poor in these places. There should be some kind of local intelligence network. You need to train
See, Mr.
local.
Folabi,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Folabi, if federal government wants to tackle this, it's very easy. By the time you get enough fighter jets, maybe I know the federal government they will lose some soldiers, but you have to do proper bombarding. Why? Why did I say that? When you are doing air surveillance around the area of the enemies, they too they'll be afraid, they'll be scared of it, and they want to return fire. By the time they return fire to those jets, you know that these are the enemies. So what do? You unleash heavy artillery in that area, wipe out everything, just like what's happening in OD. Operation Wipeout. Wipeout. These bandits, they don't need anything like amnesty. When somebody that can kill newborn babies or whatever, kill the fellow human being in front of your fellow human being, and you are saying amnesty, and you cannot do proper air bombarding of these guys, they are not ready.
Yes, so I agree
Nigerian
with you. They're
Nigerian
not
government are
ready.
not
Oh.
ready to
There's
wipe
nothing
out these
like an
guys.
amnesty. And the problem is that the military that they continue to deploy, the composition of that military always has ethnic bias. So there's a tendency that they will
Yeah,
be in solidarity.
they are my
So,
people.
yes, my people. And that is not going to help in this kind of circumstance. Now, they need to train the local hunters, the vigilantes, give them training and give them
Yeah,
sophisticated weaponry and train them.
and techniques.
Support them,
Train
yes, and
them.
techniques,
Proper
support
training.
them, yes, support them with technology, surveillance, and all these things. And it's because the government has ignored all these things that are making some people to say that it's politics and that the government is also culpable. They are part of the whole thing and they are the ones sponsoring all these things. And if you really look at it, if they really want to solve this problem, the root cause of this thing is what we're suffering in Nigeria. Offenders are given amnesty, they are not held accountable, they are not prosecuted.
Uh-huh.
They need to bring
Yeah.
kidnappers and corrupt officials to justice. The law has been heavily compromised, and the security forces, like I said before, they have to be fair and balanced. Reform the police. The police are not doing what they're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to do. They carry guns
And the
about
welfare, the
protecting.
welfare, the
Yes,
welfare
they're
of the Nigerian
protecting
police, they should be
politicians.
well.
They are protecting
Yes.
politicians who have put them in poverty. Our borders are not secure. How do guns come
We
into
have
Nigeria? How do
very
guns come
porous
into Nigeria?
borders.
Yes, how do guns come into Nigeria? How do these bandits get guns? Who is funding them? Who gives them all this weaponry? Nobody's asking questions. So these are the
Our border that
areas.
you can just use motorcycle and cross any from any forest, anywhere.
Yes,
No air surveillance, nothing. Even America that is well, see the way they protect their borders. Nigeria,
yes.
nowhere you
They
cannot
don't
tell,
joke with their
even if you
borders,
know,
though.
there's nothing, nothing. And if the federal government wants to engage these people, you should let them know that if anything should happen to them, their family will be well taken care of. Will be well taken
Yeah,
care of. The other day, Nigerian police people were protesting for their what's it called, their what's it called, their retirement, whatever. I did not have any pity for them because during the NSAS, they were the one that were against the citizens.
yeah.
And now they are complaining that they are giving their Nigerian girls about 150 something million. Why would they give them 150
Can
something
you just
million when
imagine?
the uniform
Yeah,
men are not using their head? The politicians have seen that these uniform men, according to Fela, they are zombies. They are not
yeah,
using their head. So the politicians are using their head.
yeah. And the question I
If not,
really want, yeah,
when they can give footballers 154 million, people that are guiding, what do you think they are supposed to give to them?
sure, you're absolutely right about that. And my question is this: if you look at this situation now, the elections are coming. At least
Mm-hmm.
if the ruling party intends to win the elections, and with all the pressure from all the opposition party, they should at least be decisive when it comes to issues of
Yeah.
insecurity. But we're not seeing anything. Nothing is forthcoming.
Do you
Now,
know?
the family of the
Do you know why
deceased,
they are not
yeah,
bothered? Sorry, do you know why they are not bothered?
yeah,
Because they already know what will happen. That it will be rigged. They've already put all their
yeah.
people in
The,
place. If
the
not, if they know
outcomes
that
have
this
been
thing will be fair and
predetermined.
fair,
The outcomes have been
yes, that's why
predetermined.
they are not bothered.
And it's so sad because, and that is why Nigerians are so sad that it looks like this 2027 looks like the last opportunity of Nigeria at salvaging our democracy.
Getting it right.
Yeah, getting it
Yeah.
right. And if you look at all these things now, look at the people in the north, uh, even when their own was ruling Nigeria, the spate of insurgency and insecurity in Nigeria was just as bad. So I begin to ask
Yeah.
yourself the question, the governor of Zamfara State, what has he done about this? He may need to take
You
the
see,
bull by the horn and decide to
to
police his own
me,
state.
they are not ready.
They're not
They are
ready.
not ready. They don't value human life. You know, when I was serving in Jigawa State, Hadeja to be precise, there is a car knocked down a girl, a little girl of about 5 years. Do you know what the parents said? That, well, that's the destiny of the child.
Can
Can
you
you
imagine?
imagine
Can you
that
imagine?
that's how God destined it? When somebody can say that kind of thing, what do you think? What do you think these people will be saying? They'll be saying that that's the destiny of these people. If you come to Port Harcourt, now you see the influx of the northern brothers because the north is not safe. The
Yeah.
north is not safe.
They need to find a
And very
way.
soon they'll continue creeping into the south.
Yes, they need to find a way of developing infrastructure in all these large expanse of forest. Is all these large expanse of forest that give bandits room to operate freely without government presence.
Yeah,
If they're not going to put infrastructure there, then put task force where
yeah.
the composition of this task
They can
force,
be
yeah, to
patrolling
be
those forests to
patrolling.
make sure it's
Yes,
secured. They just left it, abandoned it like
yes,
that.
these
Nothing.
forests are uncontrolled, so it has become a safe haven for these kidnappers. Now, there's poverty and frustration. Poverty is being
Don't call them
recognized.
kidnappers. Kidnappers is in the east and the south. Call them
Yes,
bandits and Boko Haram.
and the reason why these people are kidnapping is because they are hungry. They are hungry. There's no food.
Mr. Kunle, Boko Haram and banditry in the north. I don't think it's about what's it called? No food, no whatever. Those people they don't have a definition. They don't have an objective. I'm telling you, if it's in the south or west, I would have said okay, or in the east, I would have said okay, that too. Like I remember in the South when they used to kidnap expatriates, but now nothing like that. They don't go for expatriates anymore. So this banditry and the Boko Haram terrorist group, they don't even you cannot even get what they don't. Nobody knows what they want. Nobody knows the objective.
Do you
Just
know
killing
why?
people
Do
as if
you,
they're animals.
do you know why I say poverty? I said poverty because I feel that some of these people are like if you look at
Okay, and they see Nigeria as they failed
if you
them.
look at Boko Haram, a lot of their soldiers are Nigerian soldiers that
Okay.
defected. And the reason
Yeah,
is
okay.
simple. There's
Yeah.
motivation
No,
on the other side. There's money
yeah, no
on the other
proper
side.
welfare.
There's food on the
Yeah.
other side. And it's the same thing too. If I'm hungry today, my family is hungry, I'm educated, I have a university degree, and there's nothing I have to do. And someone comes to me and gives me ammunition and tells me, let's enter that forest and hold people hostage. This is how much we're going to make. I
Yeah.
won't think twice to do it. And that's why I
Yeah.
said
Well, and mostly when
poverty
they've
has
not
been
seen that type of
weaponized.
money before. Yeah, I agree with you.
So when you look at that kind of thing, it just makes everything very sick. They've weaponized poverty, and the people that are being recruited to kidnap are people that should be gainfully employed Nigerians contributing to the GDP of Nigeria. And you look at the government wants people to be so poor that they have to depend on paltry things for them to survive. And that is exactly the strategy of the ruling party. And if you look at it also, some of the other factors too that I see is that if you look at the ethnic tensions, many kidnappers are said to be Fulani. They make it harder for other ethnic groups to trust the government's response. It appears that
Yeah,
The Fulani have an agenda to wipe away everybody apart from
from
their
them.
tribe. So this also should be checked because this is genocide. It smacks of genocide. The government is not just doing
Yeah.
anything. The government has neglected this thing for years. You know, poor infrastructure. If you look at the north, in terms of education, they are the worst. And the government is not doing anything to
Mm-hmm.
address this because their lack of education actually helps the government to manipulate them and to weaponize poverty. I don't know what you think as we round up. What are your last thoughts, Warif?
Well, you see, the whole thing is that when the federal government are ready to stop this thing, they know how to stop it. But for now, they are not ready to stop it because it's not affecting them directly. The senators, the governors, commissioners, top government officials, it's just the villagers that is affecting. So they see that, well, they'll just come on air and tell us behind the scene, they should do something.
Yeah.
Let's see the visuals, let's see the video of how they are. For God's sake, look at Al Jazeera, look at other people during Gulf War, during the present war between Israel and Iran and Russia and what's it called, this other country. You see live videos how they are doing this thing. Why are they afraid? They should empower the military. They should have good welfare package for these guys. Equip them, get them modern what's it called, weapons, and they should get professionals, mercenaries that can help them how to tackle these people, and they should keep what's it called, religious or ethnic bias aside and
Yeah.
wipe out these guys. They are not fit to be among human beings.
Yeah, so it's been a wonderful political show. We have been discussing the kidnappings in Zamfara. In spite of the fact that ransom was paid, people were still brutally murdered by kidnappers. Our hearts go out to their families, the families of the deceased. We'll be back again sometime next week to discuss some of these disturbing incidents. We want to prevail on the government to please bring down whatever it takes to bring down insurgency, to bring down insecurity in Nigeria. They should put it in place. From myself and Warifa Marcos, we'll be back again. Thank you very much, Warifa.
Please like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.